The following video contains scenes of graphic, disturbing imagery. You have been warned. On the last video,
you should get people living here, you know, and you should bloody be fucking pretty. Be fucking pretty.
And so it continues. What? Huh? Oh. Right.
Hope you don't mind creepy posters.
It's your room. You can do what you like with it. But I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows, and pink unicorns. Did you make these?
No. My boyfriend made them. Some of them, anyway. So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of wine in my bag. I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot all about it.
Robert?
The guy with the rats?
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink, then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promised I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel like it. But since we're going to live together for a little while, it won't hurt if we talk to each other, will it?
Yeah, that's fine. Totally.
Yeah, that's okay, I guess.
Great! I'll bring the wine.
I'll bring the me.
Oh, damn. It's one of those bottles with a cork. Have you got a bottle opener, Miss Ashworth?
In the kitchen. I'll go get it, shall I?
Yes, please. And while you're there, could you get a couple of glasses, too?
Yeah, no problem. I'll be right back. Seriously, what the hell is going on? The continuity of this is very confusing to me. I mean, it's not unwelcome, but I'm definitely confused. To a high degree. Oh well. Get a corkscrew. Where's the glasses, though? Where would I find glasses? No. Cupboard? Microwave? Fridge? Glasses? No. I don't know where to get glasses from, so you're just gonna have to settle for the freaking corkscrew. We can drink straight from the bottle. We'll be barbarians. Hey, what's up? Take this. Oh, sorry.
There you go. Let's get that bottle open.
Yeah. But we'll need glasses, too. See if you can find some.
God damn it. Seriously, we could do a waterfall on it. We don't gotta put our lips to it. It'll be fine. No germ shit or anything. Any outside? There's bowls. I'll take a cat bowl. I'll drink my wine out of that. Oh, well. Okay. Cabinet. Oh, there we go. One for me, one for Mitzi. Alright, cool. Yeah, Mitzi, I got my stuff. Sorry, don't gotta be a barbarian today. There you go, Mitz. Oh, sorry. This.
I found some wine glasses.
All right. That's all we need. Oh, Miss Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh, no, I mean it.
That's fine. But just so you know, I always sleep with my eyes open.
You, wanna talk about it?
So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you about it like that. I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too. Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Her?
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so... yeah. Not awfully long.
Is there anything...
They've tried.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
Yeah, how about this gentleman?
How are you planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7. I was hoping that you could give me a hand, actually. You know some of your neighbors, don't you?
Not many. I never really cared about them. They changed over the years, too. You probably also figured by now that this is not the sort of place where new neighbors are greeted with a freshly baked cake. You see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat 5. He came here recently to shout in my face. He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6. Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Sounds good to me, Mitzi.
Now let's talk about the weather after all the more important things.
Oh, it's not raining anymore.
Oh well, I don't mind rain. Sometimes I even like it. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of. I got lost in a fog once, when I was just 9 or 10. I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Yeah? How do you know?
Oh. That's so fucking true.
The only monsters are us. Murderers, rapists, arsonists. They're the real beasts. So far from humanity, they're no longer capable of feeling compassion or guilt. They're the ones we should really be afraid of. But whether they're lurking in the woods or fog or the darkness of our cellars, it's all irrelevant. You can't predict what happens. You can't do anything to stop it. There is only one way. You turn into a beast yourself, and like them, you show no mercy.
Whoa! Where did that come from, Miss Ashworth?
I just don't like murderers. They're nothing but parasites.
So, don't mind that little tidbit there. Just tell me about your boyfriend. What was he like?
You mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack. He's dead.
Oh.
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
And I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
Well, how did you guys meet?
Tell me how you two met.
Oh, we knew each other for forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made for each other. A perfect match. I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else. You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels. I guess I've been very lucky. But all luck runs out sometimes.
How did he take the whole cancer thing?
How did he take the news about your cancer?
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. Then he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. But it was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. Begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. I felt trapped in this strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
So, how did he die?
How did he die? How did Jack die?
It was so distant in the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly. But it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him. There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions, everything really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide. There's a guy there, calls himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you. To listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death. He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved. All thanks to the Eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, then he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance. but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn. 5 in the morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. But I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was. When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past, drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But to us there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
Oh boy. This is some really deep shit, man. Well, let's see how Jack offed himself, huh? Great. So there were signs on the car windows, huh?
There were signs on the car windows.
Warning signs, yeah. I found on that forum that the Eye of Adam doesn't want any accidental deaths. So we posted this poster design for people to print. It turns out there's a whole sick ideology behind it. Fumes from the car could hurt anyone who opens the door, and that's not the point. The idea is to die willingly and with clear mind, to prepare for it, to embrace it.
Jesus. You'd think the police would investigate the whole thing. Sounds almost like a sect.
This guy knows how to hide. The police can't be bothered to make an effort. It took me 3 months to track him down. Now I'm finally so close. I can almost smell that fucker.
Sorry, though, that kinda sucks.
I'm so sorry. I think now I understand. He loved you so much, he couldn't bear the thought of living without you. And that guy, the Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know I would. I'm not sure if I should believe that you only want to talk to him. But hey, that's none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me. You know, the funny part is that he actually told me where he lives. He wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying and psychological cruelty. Those who are clever enough say, don't feed the troll. Don't talk to them. It only makes it worse if you show any interest in them at all. And Eye of Adam is no exception. He craves attention. He's a hungry troll who wants to devour as many hearts as he can get a hold of. I emailed him and told him I was a massive fan who loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first. But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
What do you mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
Great. I wish he'd given you his door number, though.
It's all a part of some sick game he's playing. Sooner or later, I'll find him.
What are those chemical products?
What are those two chemical products?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to know that.
I get it. You don't want to tell me because I'm a fucking suicidal maniac. Is that it?
No, Miss Ashworth. No, I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Maybe to some extent. Just replace maniac with victim and fucking with recovering. You've only just come back from the hospital. Whatever it was that made you do it, you proved you are capable of going through with it. I don't know you long enough to tell you if you're completely over it now. And the last thing I want is to give you stupid ideas. It would be just like what the Eye of Adam does. I would never forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me. I mean, how could I?
You make a good, solid point. I'm sorry for asking. Thank you for the explanation. But, yeah. I've learned my lesson, though. Dying is not for me.
I've learnt my lesson. Dying is not for me.
I'd really like to believe you, Miss Ashworth. But I will need you to promise me that you will never try this method.
All right. I can promise you that I will never try this method. Or any other method, for that matter. Been there, done that. Didn't enjoy it much. Do you believe me now?
Yeah, I think I do. Good. I'm glad you said that, you know. The recipe for this deadly cocktail is very simple. Any good housewife can make it in a blast.
Oh. I see. Well then, I have revived, and I am ready to acquire vengeance. If you would be so kind. Cat grabber. It's what they use for catching cats. I thought these grabbers were banned some time ago. Well, they probably were, but these guys are fucking psychos and probably found them on eBay or something. A door. Strange noises coming from the other side of the door. Alright, don't worry about the door. How about the stairs? What the hell? Oh boy. Oh dear. Window. All I see is fog. I can never find my way home. Okay, so we are at the pest control guy's house. Switch on. Nothing happens. It needs a new light bulb. I should look around for one. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna not go in here until I get a light bulb then. This place is fucking eerie, man. Just saying. Okay. Actually, let's go back downstairs. Alright, I want to see what's in this room. Sneak in. Hi. Bucket. It's an empty bucket. Room. Look at gun locker, look at pest control man, look at room, look at window. Sure. Collecting guns must be his little passion. If only I could reach one of them. But they look right next to him. He'd wake up for sure. You're right. You know what, though? I have this. I'm sure I can find a better use for it, but you can get a gun with it. Well, I guess you're right. It'd be kind of weird. He's fast asleep. Maybe he's drunk or on drugs. Regardless of that, I have no choice in a fight with this guy. No chance. That's not choice at all. He's fast and strong. And insane. But he's not the sharpest tool in the box. I'll have to use my wits to get rid of him. I see. This must be his private room. He sits here all day playing with his guns, while ugly Betty upstairs cooks his food. What a charming couple. Yeah, really are. There's a cold draft coming through the broken window. Yeah. That's true. Alright, you have a good sleep, man. Wait, am I really going... that was good. Alright, well, let's see. We can go upstairs or we can check over here. Kitchen door. Lamp, clock, main door. Well, I could leave now if I want. Small window. Oh, this is probably, This is where the draft is coming through. Inside, I can see the kidnapper fast asleep in the chair. You know what? I probably gotta make those fumes and put them in through this window here. Just a hunch. I'm almost glad I was unconscious when he brought me here. Through the window, I can see there's animal mess and blood everywhere. But the back of the door's locked. I wonder if I can find a spare key somewhere. Maybe. It's very possible. The door's locked, but I can see he left the phone on the driver's seat. Maybe I could call for help if I got hold of it somehow. Maybe. But, for now, we gotta go find shit. Possibly a key, and other things. Also, I gotta figure out how to make chemicals. Empty wine bottles. They like a drink. There's nothing like a bottle of red with your medium rare cat steak. Gross. Don't eat cats, man. This is where she cooks. Dirty pans still stink of old cat stew. God damn it. They really need to do their dishes. Take a knife. Never know when we're gonna need one. SLIIIIME. I don't think she washes up very often. She really should. It's very unhygienic. The door's stuck, but maybe that's better. I'm not sure I want to know what's inside. Actually, that's a good opinion. Alright, so this is the dining room then. Take the painting? Sure. That is now mine. That painting, examine. This one painting of a street stall at night. Use the painting? Why do we even have a painting? I have no idea. Get under the table? I don't need to hide at the moment. I guess I'm gonna have to hide it later. Shit. Alright, well, that's good to know. What?
Well, boxes full of bleach. I suppose I deserve a bottle. I've worked hard for it. This reminds me of something.
The first thing you need is a strong toilet bleach. You know the kind. Not just a regular bleach, but one that makes your eyes all watery and skin itchy.
Hi.
What's going on? Something is wrong, Mitzi. The cats are alarming.
That's exactly like when I found you, Miss Ashworth.
We've got to check what's going on.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but there is no way I'm going out in this fog.
Fine. I'll go on my own then.
Okay, I'm guessing this is how shit finally went down, huh? Ground floor. All the way down. Okay. Go outside. Assuming this is the way. Mailbox. Check your mail first. No mail for Susan Ashworth. Surprise, surprise. All other compartments are locked. That's true. Alright, cool. Hey, pest control man. Are you being an asshole? I have a feeling you are. Call it a hunch. What was that? I don't know. I'm not going to the left, though, because nothing's happening over there. But... oh!
Bloody fog. Can't see a thing.
Hi.
Someone could be getting murdered 2 feet away, and not a soul would notice. But still, it could be worse. At least it's not raining, eh? Always look on the bright side, they say, and I always do. Not a talkative type, are you? What's your name, sweetheart?
It's none of your business, you shit.
Don't be such a scaredy cat, sweetheart. You're Susan, aren't you? A kind man had described to me what you look like. And what can I say? He was spot on.
What do you want?
I'm just here on a job, sweetheart. Nothing more. I had a call, you see. There's a cat problem. And apparently, some crazy cat lady keeps making it worse for everyone. A crazy cat lady called Susan, I was told. Now, you ain't gonna like it, sweetheart, but I'm taking you for a ride.
And that's how it went down, is it? God damn. Hey, this place looks great. It's green. And the bathtubs. Is this where they wash? This water looks very odd. Like a mixture of dirt, melted fat, and petrol. That's gross. There's a lawnmower in here. What's it doing in the bath? It's all rusted and covered in slime. Yeah, I have no fucking idea. It's kind of weird. Oh.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Hi. Oh, excuse me. Nope, nope, don't mind me. Don't mind me. No, no. Oh. I'm good again.